Good day, everybody. This is Pete from Pete's North Shore Adventure Company. We're going to talk about a serious thing today. Yesterday, I got called to a friend of a friend's house, a single mom. Her hot water tank's gone out. They don't have any hot water. So I said, sure. It's Saturday morning. I don't really have much to do. It's pouring rain. It's really nasty out. I'll go look at it. This is the time when it would have been awesome to have an apprentice or a young person in the trade with me to see patience, patience, patience. Sometimes things are trying to tell you something. This is a really bad, it could have been a horrible situation. So I got their hot water tanks out. No problem. Let's have a look at it. It's an old conventional. So, I take the bottom off. I pull the burner out, the whole assembly. I want to have a look at what's going on because I don't think the igniter's working. And it's just a conventional, comes up, vents about 26 inches across, and it has a mid-efficiency furnace. For you, those of you in Ontario that don't know, those are not to be installed anymore. We don't use them. The ones that are in are grandfathered, and as they go kaput, they're replaced with high-efficiency furnaces or different types of systems. So this system is a mid-efficient furnace, 2 feet from the hot water tank. The furnace vent is 4-inch. It comes up into a 4-inch Y. The hot water tank comes from over here. The furnace comes from here. They connect. It goes up to a 6-inch. So it's a 4x4 round Y into a 6-inch single. So then it's done right. It goes through the roof with a steel roof jack, and someone's dropped a liner through, like a steel chimney liner, a flexible. That's the way you're supposed to do it. That comes through. So I go outside, I look. It's a 6-inch, what I assumed was B vent going up, straight up the roof, but it's being lined, so that's cool. So anyways, I'm working on the hot water heater. I have the door off, the furnace comes on, and all of a sudden I'm seeing heat in the bottom of the water tank. So holy shit, what's going on here? I put the door back on quickly and notice now it's drafting out where the draft hood is on the hot water heater. This is scary shit. My girlfriend and her friend, whose house this is, are sitting there. So I tell them, hey, shut the thermostat off right now and open the front door, open a window. So I'm just there to light a hot water tank. I don't have my work truck with me. I should have, because I know better than that. Anyways, so I shut everything off, put the furnace on a fan, and I see that the doors are open front and back and a window in the room they're sitting. So I say, I'm going to my shop and here's what I'm going to get. This is my TPI gas analyzer. There's the filter that hooks up to it. There's the wand. This is a $2,000 carbon monoxide detector. It does much more than detect carbon monoxide. It can detect about 7 or 8 types of gases, but this helps me set furnaces up. This helps me do a lot of stuff. It's a manometer. It's one of the most important tools in my truck. This is why you don't call the guy down the street. You don't call your uncle who's a handyman. If you're having HVAC problems and it's on a gas-fired piece of equipment, it's serious. Okay, back to my story. So I got the door back on the bottom of the hot water tank. It's sealed combustion, so it's screwed back on. And the furnace is on. So out the flue, where all the spent gas is supposed to be going up the chimney, natural stack effect, out the pipe. It's not happening. It's getting pushed down the water heater flue, down to the draft hood. And if you've ever looked at your hot water tank, there's a space about this big where the round draft hood comes up where your pipe hooks on. That's to create a natural draft that comes in under there, up through the pipe and out. That's called the stack effect of a house, and that's what we always see. So we have smoke sticks or you have matches. You light them, blow them out, and you watch the smoke. It goes out. It's venting properly. This wasn't. It was pushing carbon monoxide back into the house. So I ran back to my shop, shut everything off. I shut the gas valves to everything off. Went back, got my analyzer. Yep, damn right, it's CO. So now the furnace is off again. Doors and everything still wide open. It's only October 15th in Ontario. So I think it's either the 14th or the 15th. It's Sunday, so I'm not paying attention. And yesterday was Saturday. So furnaces haven't been running that long. Mine's still not on yet, but some people turned theirs on this week. So I think, okay, this is a vent problem. It's damn right it's a vent problem. So I get tearing into the vent, Yep, sure. And it's pouring rain out, okay? It's 45 degrees and it's pouring huge cold drops of rain. Four kids and my girlfriend's friend don't have heat. Well, it doesn't matter if it's raining or not. I'm going on the roof and I'm going to inspect this vent. So luckily, it's on a four pitch at the back, and a four pitch. I'm not going to get into the math of it, but it's like this. It's almost flat, but not quite. You can. It's not hard to stand on. There's no risk of falling off it in the rain unless you're just clumsy. And I'm not clumsy. I'm like a mountain goat. So I crawl up my ladder. I get up on the roof. And thank goodness it wasn't on the main part, because it was at least a 16-12. It was probably like this. And I don't go on those anymore, even on a sunny, hot day, because I just don't. I've had too many close calls with going off them. So I go up and it's about 12 feet up the roof, because keep in mind, this 6-inch vent coming through the roof has to be higher than any peak within 10 feet, because the natural stack effect, it wants to be at the top. So the wind kind of creates the draw, which creates the stack effect up the pipe. That's how it vents. That's a natural draft vent. That's how it works. So, okay, shit. Back to square one. I'm going back in the furnace room, and this house is built on a crawl space, so it's an older house. The mechanical room, I can reach the ceiling, and I'm only 5'8". I'm not a big guy. So I get taking the vent apart, and I shut everything off to make sure it's not going to come on. Turn the stat off, hit the power. I get taking the vent apart. Oh, sure as shit. Look at that. Wow. It's plugged. It looks like a bird's nest. So up my hand goes. I'm bringing it down. I'm bringing it down. At the top, there's always a cap, and the integrity of the cap is to be questioned. You never know, because it's not something that typically always gets inspected when it's that high up. But anyways, birds had gotten in there over the course of the winter last year. I don't know how long it's been like this. So I get taking it apart. I don't know what to do. It's packed full. I get a broom. I go up there. I still can't get up there. So I go on the roof. Again, I'm back on the roof. I'm taking the B vent, what I think is B vent, off the roof jack. I'm unscrewing it with my impact. So I'm up on the roof and I'm pulling out the B vent. I pull it out. Now there's a liner. That's what I noticed. There's a liner in here. Okay. And don't forget, I got the cables up to the roofs they hold the chimney steady. So I'm trying to set it on my leg, and I'm pulling it out, and now I'm pulling on the liner. And you don't want to kink the liner, because now I can't buy another liner on a Saturday. I can't get that till Monday. And I don't want to wreck the liner on a job that I'm helping somebody out on and then tell them, hey, guess what? That was $300 and you get what I'm saying? So I don't want to damage it. I just want to pull it out. I want to put it back together. I want to get this job done, go have a hot shower. So I pull it out. I get it out. I lay it across the roof. In total, I guess it was 16 feet long or so. So the width of the roof was probably 20 feet on a 4-pitch. And I had that back little portion that was kind of nice. The main roof was like this, and then the back came off down like this to me. And that's where I was. That's where it came up. So I get it laying down. I look in it. Holy shit. It's full. It is full. I don't have my truck and trailer with me. I'm in the girlfriend's Nissan. I got my toolbox and a ladder. So I tape 2 broomsticks together and have a mop end on one. I'm going through. I can't push this stuff out. So I go get an airline. I get my compressor. I'm blowing it out. Long story short, I had to go grab some of my tools. I had to get some improvise with some rods and like a little rake end that I put on there. I went through and I spun it, and then I blasted it out with air again. Put it back up. It's venting properly. It's venting perfect. How long was this like this? How long were they breathing CO? And people think, well, the furnace only comes on for like 5-10 minutes at a time. Yeah, but like 20 or 30 times a day, maybe, sometimes more. So if you don't know, CO poisoning, it can be very fast, where, you go to bed and you just don't wake up, or it can be really slow where you absorb it slowly and the molecules bond together in your blood and you gradually get sick, and it's not a fun thing. I've heard about what that kind of is. We learn it in school, and I also learned firsthand when a company called us a few years ago and told us that the alarms were going off in the warehouse they were all working in, because they're, driving combustion engines around in there, but everybody just said, fuck. Didn't mean to say that. Oh crap. They must be faulty or whatever. So they just threw them out the door, and everybody kept going. The loaders kept running around. I don't know if it was diesel or gas or what the engines were, but everybody got pretty sick. And there was a bunch of guys from my town in the hospital in Toronto with CO poisoning. So this is definitely a warning. I wanted to make this video. I hope people watched it till the end, because make sure you hire a trained professional to do your gas services. Anything you have in your house that's gas fired creates deadly fumes. And this, I couldn't stress it enough yesterday, and I didn't charge a nickel. I said, this is something that I feel good about, and I like to do this every now and then as a good service for people and an eye opener. Call a professional. This stuff will kill you. Anyways, hope everyone has a great rest of your day. Tomorrow's Monday. I've got some cool equipment going in this week. Tomorrow and Tuesday, we will be starting on a hanging unit heater in a garage. It's going to be a cool job. I'm going to post that. And then later in the week, we will be installing a new, I think we're putting in a 97% Armstrong two-stage furnace variable speed motor. It's a mid-efficient coming out, so I'll be drilling vents. We'll be doing everything. Stay tuned for that video. Have a great rest of your weekend. Talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.